to TradeSpoon. My name is Vlad. I'm the CEO and founder of TradeSpoon, and today I'd like to go over current market conditions and trade of the week. Again, what to expect in the market short term and long term, what strategies work, what do not. Please look at the disclosures. So I'm going to go to a specific trade example. So please read the disclosures and visit option screen if you need to trade in stock and options. Okay, I'm looking at the stock forecast toolbox, our main model. Based on the neural networks, it learns on the data that we feed into the model and then makes predictions. So for the next 10 days, the model sees 401 overhead resistance, 393 support. We are trading right at that level. Let's look at the 6 months chart. For the 6 months, prediction is 394 overhead resistance, retesting 360. We are approaching end of January. Probably I expected a pullback to start end of January. Probably gonna have to wait. Right, earnings already started. Kind of mixed bag today. What do we see? General Electric flat, Halliburton down almost 3%, Verizon is flat, Johnson & Johnson flat, Microsoft going into the earnings. This instrument going to the earnings, FCX on the downside. Today, again, the PMI data was better than expected, but still contraction, both in services and manufacturing market continues to rally on that news. So looks like everybody's waiting for the Fed decision. Interest rates have dropped. They rallied in the beginning, but then they dropped. So we still have this trade where either the treasury market money is moving either away from the equity market, from QQQ back into treasuries, or from treasuries back into QQ. That has been the new correlation this year. That's not been the correlation in the 12 months. In the past 12 months, both bond market and equity market would rally or sell off. Now one or the other. Bears will interpret this as a sign of recession. Bulls would interpret this as a soft landing and that inflation is coming down and the market will not get long-term affected by, we're not going to have recession. We're still not going to have recession because the employment is still high, right? Everybody's employed who wants to be employed. And actually data from China, data from Europe is a lot more encouraging, and then demand should come up, go back up. Okay, we'll have to wait and see. My personal opinion, probably not January, but February, I do think we will at least retest 380. I was under impression we're going to retest 350 Q1. It looks like it's going to get delayed. I mean, unless earnings from Microsoft and Apple are dismal, which possible, but highly unlikely, right? All it means is that instead of Q1, we're probably going to get pushed. The sell-off is going to push to Q2. Short-term market is overbought. I still think we're going to retest these low 376 lows, but unless data gets really worse than expected or Fed says something really hawkish, I think we'll trade in the range probably between 415 and 380 for the next few months. So for the next few months, 380 to 415 until we start approaching the next earnings season. And I think next earnings season, the Q1 earnings season, will be affected by higher interest rate and a restrictive credit environment. What strategies work? So if we are in neutral stand, right? If you look at the chart, and since months of April, right, or beginning of May, we're basically to the same point that we've been in the past, potentially not past 12 months, kind of going nowhere. Then the best strategies are market neutral strategy, right? When you have sharp pullbacks, you buy. When you have sharp rallies, you sell. And you can do weekly trades like I'm doing with EarningsTrader, General Electric, or you can do it with option spreads, longer dated options. I did buy NOC. I continued to add to NOC. It did pull back on the downgrade. LMT had decent earnings, not the greatest earnings, but decent. They beat the revenue. EPS, I think they missed slightly, but NOC has a rally after that, kind of building the bottom. So I think the bottom process has started, so I'm going to start adding to my NOC position. You will find almost daily update, a video blog, a newsletter blog on my view on the market, which sectors should outperform, what are the strategies for this current market. So please join us for these free newsletters. And also tomorrow we have live trading room open for everybody who register on YouTube. So click on subscribe, click on share. Please become part of a community of TradeSpoon. Don't trade alone. You need we always have a lot of traders of different background, great questions, and I think you will find these broadcasts useful. Thank you very much and have a great day.